Well, hello everybody, and do you know, we've just been talking away. We thought we were live, and I hadn't pressed the button on it.
No, oftentimes I come in and you haven't pressed the button, you just sat there talking to yourself.
I am, yeah.
That's what happens.
You've noticed, haven't you?
I have, Dave.
Yeah.
I'll just let you get on
People
with it.
started to notice that, haven't they?
Sometimes I think you argue with yourself.
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I?
Yeah, but I never take sides. I just can't take sides, Dave. It would be unfair
No, quite
on
right.
the both of you.
Anyway, have you got your headset? Oh, you have.
I sort
Okay,
of have,
because
yeah,
we're just
I
going to
sort
go
of
for
have.
the intro. Here we go for the intro, everybody. Dun, 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 dun. That's the one. That's in G, that bit, I think. Well, everybody, hello. It's this is Mark Jago. He's sitting in with me this evening just to keep me in order, and we were just talking about taking our shoes off. Actually, would you believe? Because just to stop us stomping on the floor when we play music. What else were we talking about, Jakes?
We talked about how long we've known one another and how our paths crossed.
Come in a bit closer and speak into this microphone here. See this lovely microphone?
Yeah, it looks like a robot. I can
Yeah.
I speak to the robot.
It's a very friendly robot, though.
Yeah, we've known each other nearly 40 years, you know, Dave. I know I don't look that old. I was 3 when you met me. Well, have you lost your mummy? I have missed her, yeah. Can I live at your house? Which I didn't I, for a couple of years.
You did, yeah. Yeah.
And now I'm here just to do chest compressions in case anything goes wrong during your live performance.
Right, yeah.
Clear, everybody.
Yep. Because anything could happen. I'm going to try a song tonight which I've not tried ever before. In fact, I'm going to try 2 songs I've not tried ever.
And this could take its toll on you.
It could, you're right. This could be serious, everybody. So, I'll tell you what, that song we were just kicking round before it came on air.
Off the old album.
Off the BC collection.
Yeah.
And you said...
I remembered it. It's great. I love it. It's a really
I was
great
impressed that Mark remembered this song. I thought everyone had forgotten this, except...
I got a copy of that album, Dave, when you made that album.
Really? Were you alive
Yes.
then?
I was.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I did. I was out on bail, if I remember.
Yeah, I thought we weren't going to talk about that.
I remember when you made that album and you gave me a copy of that album. Well, in fact, you didn't give it to me. You made me buy it.
Did I make you buy it?
You did. This was gonna
Do you know,
cost
I was just going to ask you for the money then when you said I gave it to you. I thought, well, I gave it to you.
I said, all right, Dave, I'll go do another. Deliver a few more papers and I'll pay you for it.
There's a little song on this album, BC Collection, it is, and it goes like this, look. I told you once, I told you many times before, the lines are open. And I'm waiting for your call. I'm waiting here. Yes, I'll wait forevermore. I'm waiting here. I never realized love could ever die. I gave her everything money couldn't buy, couldn't believe such a love could pass me by, couldn't believe. I read the note and said I'm leaving tonight. I got a ticket to Vegas on a one-way flight. I'm gonna make it without you, boy. I'm leaving you, going back. Now I've made up my mind to that. Going back, gonna pick up the love going back, ooh, going back, ooh, going back, ooh, going back, I'm going home. I told you once, I told you many times before. The lines are open and I'm waiting for your call. The lines are open. 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 Yeah, that song came out of that line. The lines are open, which a girl in America said to me when she was talking about somebody else she was estranged from, and how they could. She was saying the lines are open. They can talk to me anytime, Connie. They can talk to me anytime. You know, like anyway. And I thought, what a lovely phrase. The lines are open, and out of that came that song. Actually, the story of the song came from a personal thing for me. My wife did leave, and she did go back to America, and so that bit, I read the note. It said, "I'm leaving tonight. I got a ticket to Vegas on a one-way flight. Bye bye. I'm leaving you." All that stuff that came out of a personal thing that happened to me, and it's kind of bolted onto that thing. So that's what I would call an organic song.
Organic, yeah.
Because it grew. It came out of life naturally.
Yes. Like a fungus.
But
Like a fungus. Your songs are very, very fungusy.
thanks, Mark. Thank
Yes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
I expect. I mean, you know,
I could have used another example, like roses, or beautiful, blooming. But fungus is what came to mind. Dave.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. I was hoping there was going to be something better
Like
than, but it just keeps getting worse.
Can't get out your brain.
Listen, we don't need these headsets on for a minute until we get the backing track going. Okay, Jake. So, so I'm going to take mine off because it. Yeah. Anyway, everybody say hello again to Mark Jago here.
Shock treatment, actually.
Pardon?
I thought that was just for the electric shock treatment.
No, that comes.
Behave yourself.
That comes later when we try and get you back to normality. But yeah, Mark and I were just discussing how long we've known each other, and we've known each other absolutely yonks. Have we told them that already?
I think I said I'd known you for nearly 40 years.
That's right.
You're actually younger than me.
Yeah.
When I first met you.
That's right, and I've overtaken you on somewhere. Yeah. It's funny though, isn't it? It's the way life.
Yeah, who knew? I think that's all because of. I think predominantly because of you're following your faith, Christian faith, and I think that's. I do honestly. I think that's what it has. It's been.
That's what has been.
That's kept the bond.
Oh yes, I see what you're saying. Yes, I agree. Yeah.
I think God's been in our lives a lot.
Because let's face it, the what with all the insults and everything, I mean, it's been
and
tough.
The court cases,
the court and the prisons,
and
the
all threats,
the threats. Oh, the threats. Yeah. With all that, it's been like difficult.
Yeah. It's been difficult to keep that friendship, but we managed.
Yeah, we managed it.
Through all that dodging the bullets.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
So what other songs have you been writing, Dave?
Well, I've got this other song to do, which is a new song, which I've just got a backing track for it, because I've got the words, they're nearly right, they're sort of making some kind of sense. And
So you do what you criticise me doing, which is you write the words and they're not necessarily going to be what they are.
Correct.
And you told me off about
And
that.
I told you off about that, you're
You
right,
did, didn't you?
quite correct. Yeah, don't do as I
Do.
say, do as I do. What is
Do as I say.
That's it, yes, that's the one, yeah.
So when do you know that you've got the final thing, the final
I
draft?
think the audience tells you when you play it to people.
Yeah, but nobody's going to say, well, I don't like that line.
They don't have to say, you know.
It's
if
when they
connect
throw
you-
things when you're playing live.
That's right, yes.
That didn't work. I'll change that verse. Thanks for your constructive
Yeah,
criticism.
thanks for your feedback. And don't worry about that. I can get that cleaned off. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, so but that's it. That's what I was saying earlier. That's why I like to record things and then listen back, and then get other people to listen, and that does help change things like that thing you did today with a couple of those lines and added things.
That's right. That
But
was that
you
song.
can go on forever though. That's the thing. I think. When do you stop?
No, you can't go on forever. No, you go on till the song till you can perform it for people, and it's okay.
And
it doesn't.
It resonates with them.
Yeah, yeah. Till it doesn't. That's right. Yeah. People will you soon know when you got an audience if the song's working. Well, I do anyway.
By watching, by like there and then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
if you've got their interest.
Either it's not working because I'm not doing it right, or else the song isn't right. So I do my best job on what I've got, and if it still doesn't work, I know the song isn't up to it.
So when you've played something live, that's interesting because when you
Yeah.
played something live, have you then thought that's a good song, but something didn't? We lost them somewhere. Have you
Well,
seen that?
a lot of songs which I think are good and which are good fun to play, and I like doing them, you know, and you play them and you think, I did that really good then, but nobody liked it or they didn't get the feedback of it. So you know that the song isn't as good as you think it is. It's just good fun to do. A lot of songs are real good fun to do, aren't they?
But I think that doesn't necessarily mean though that you shouldn't do them. You can't please all the people all the time.
Can't you?
I think the Pope said that.
Pope. Is that
I think it
I thought it was Bob Dylan.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, mind you, he's the Pope. I said, yeah. Sorry, Bob.
Pope Bob.
No, sorry, Pope. But it's only one of them. Let's face it, we're going to be sued by everybody. We might as well get him. If we're going in, we might as well go in big.
So this is not quite how you want it to be, and it's still growing.
Still like a fungus.
Yeah.
This has gone through about 10 different versions of lyrics that have been totally different, but the title line has always stayed the same because the title is a great idea, but I haven't known how to write the words to the verses.
Yes.
So I've tried a million different ways,
Okay.
and this is the latest way, and some of these work, some work better than others. And
Yeah, I think I remember now because I remember Silver and Gold. I remember you changing some part of that.
yeah, you heard it before, and you said, oh, that was rubbish. Them words there or something. Anyway, you didn't say rubbish, but you let me know that didn't quite work.
Yeah, which this does now, doesn't it? Which you're going to play and people will get it.
Yeah, it works a bit better now. Yeah, it's saying something nice. Yeah, it was very hard to know what to write it about and everything. That one. Some songs, take a heck of a lot of doing, and at the end of the day, they've got to sound natural. They've got to sound like they're just falling off the tree. What are we going to do now then, Joe? You're going to play me one of yours?
You're not
Gonna
going to
do
do
this
this
one?
now you've talked about it. Yeah, I think you
Oh,
now
okay.
you've talked
We'll have
about
to put the headsets on because we've got a backing track these. Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I would, because now you've talked about it, it's fresh in people's minds.
Yeah, we've got some people have been saying a few things here, Jakes. Let me see. Hi, Mark. That's from Clayton. Look, Clayton says hi, Mark.
Hello there, Clayton.
That's when Mark has a face. Look, Mark has to face the music and sit in
I
the
have
electric
two.
chair.
I have actually two. Two faces.
I thought he was talking about you being in a mask then, but you remember?
Oh, yes.
Because
Yes, I was the man in the iron mask.
that's right. Do you remember
Or
that
gas mask.
that video that
Man
we
in the gas mask. It was a
that
film.
video that we did to 00? Does anybody remember that out there? Well, Mark was the playing the guitar behind us with a gas mask on
That's right, yeah.
all the way through it, and that was really good fun, wasn't it?
Yeah, it shattered my confidence because he just made me feel like I wasn't allowed to show my face on the screen.
And he's
If
never
you're going to be in this
he's
video,
never been the same
wear that
since.
mask. Fair enough, Dave.
But apart
I
from,
don't want to spoil your
apart
video.
from that, Judge, I mean, apart from the fact it ruined your life, it was good
It was
fun.
good fun.
Yeah,
I did enjoy it.
yeah.
I enjoyed it. All those years ago.
All those years ago, yeah.
Gosh. 00? 2000?
00, that was it. It was the year 00, wasn't it? The song was about. Yeah.
25 years ago.
Yep. Try adding some penicillin to the fungus, Dave. That's what Richard says. I think.
That's a good idea, actually, Dave.
Yeah,
Put penicillin in your songs.
yeah. So look, let's give this this thing a bit of a spin. It's called Silver and Gold. We're going to change the camera shot just for this one, so that well, we are so there, and I've got my headsets on because I've got to have to play it to a backing track. Which here we go. Let's see how this works. Look, that's the one. Every golden memory is a pit stop along the way. So it is. So it is. All the lovely things you said to me is the music I wanna play. So it is. So it is. And the band plays on. It's playing our favorite song. When you hear it, you know, down in your soul, tears are made of silver, love's made of gold. Oh, when troubles come and troubles go, some of them get to stay, so they do. So they do. And the wicked get to set a price, and good people have to pay. So they do. So they do. And the band plays on, playing that old familiar song. It's as new as it's old, just like rock and roll. Tears are made of silver, love's made of gold. Come on, my love, take it on up and sing it your own way. Well, don't you know, life is a rock and roll story anyway. Don't let anybody turn you away from where the future lies. Nobody knows but you. Oh, ain't it so? Ain't that so? Hey, they can't see just what it's looking like. Not till the dream comes true. Oh, ain't that so? Ain't that so? So let the band play on. Let's make it our favorite song. Oh, the truth that is told never grows old. The tears are made of silver, love's made of gold. made of gold. Oh yes, tears are made of silver, love's made of gold. Love's made of gold. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the latest incantation, whatever, you know, latest version of that song. Is that
So
getting
what do you think that needs to change then?
there? In that song?
Are you?
I think most of the words are getting to it. There's a couple of lines which I don't really want to point them out, but I think they're a bit weaker than others. So I'd like to maybe try and think of something a little bit better. But I think it's kind of getting there, yeah. I mean, I guess I'll get some feedback off people here, but you know, when I get to play it on stage, then I think I'll really get some feedback off people.
There's some nice guitar in that, isn't there?
That's
slide
Alex.
guitar, Alex.
That's Alex playing. Well, you were there the other day
When he
we
was doing it,
we
yeah.
were messing around with that song. Yeah,
That was I like his playing. It's really good.
I'm just looking at what the notes are saying here. Dave is. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, tears are made of silver. Give me the gold, Mandy says. Yeah, great song. Thank you, Julie. Yeah, that's great. So anyway, that's that song is sort of that's the almost completed version of of Silver and Gold. The title is where it's got that lovely little line: "Tears are made of silver and love's made of gold." And I, as I've just admitted, I had a real problem going 6 ways around Saturday to make that sit with any other words. Your comments, sir?
No, it's good. That is a great line. You know, I can't remember what it was different before though. That was.
They're all here. See all these pieces of paper here. Look at this. I mean, when it started off, it said where was the first?
You keep your original drafts.
Yeah, I tried.
Well, I'll write in pencil, so I just rub it out.
You're to be or not to be, turned out to not to be. Carry on, carry on. Like to be or not to be, and all. It was completely different. It was like a song of like falling out with somebody, and you're a rotter anyway, and I don't care, and you know, go take a running jump, and so. But I kind of
Made it a bit more positive.
Well, I kept turning around, and I thought, well, this is a really lovely. It's a lovely phrase, that isn't it? So it's got to be talking about just about loving somebody without all the hassle, you know. Yeah. So I tried to.
Yeah, it is. It's a great line, and I remember the song.
And I'm saying all this because this is called Dave's Song Factory, and so I think it's interesting how songs come about. I know a lot of people out there are interested in writing songs, and Mark has done some songs himself, and I'd like him to kick one into play before too much time goes down. Because you know, songs come out of a feeling, and they have to put across some kind of feeling at the end of the day.
An experience, yeah.
It could be an experience, or it could just be experience, yeah, like and it's songs are beautiful ways to communicate with people because you can sort of say things without saying them, or what, but because the music, it's the music and the lyric, isn't it? And so Mark's got a lovely song he's been kicking around tonight before we came on here, and it's called Seasons, and he writes about the changing seasons. And give us a blast of that, Mark.
I can try.
You've got your words in that little book there.
Let me have a look here. It's if I can remember the chords, Dave. You probably remember the chords.
I can remember most of them, but it's that bit. You've got to remember that bit. And then and then wherever it goes now, I'm not sure. So
I can give it a try.
Well, you give it a go. I won't interfere unless I know where I am. Here we go with Mark singing Seasons. This is a.
It's a work in progress. This is why I'm at
I was going to say this is a worldwide debut.
Oh, okay. Right. things have a reason to be, and we must understand it's all part of a plan. My dear, when that needs to change.
We don't know quite where that could go. Sorry.
That's what I think needs to change. And when the spring comes round and the frosted leaves the ground, soon we know the cold will soon be gone. So look up to the sky and welcome the sunshine, for the summer has returned for everyone. And it's only for a season, you see, and all things have a reason to be. And when we understand that it's all part of a plan, it's clear, oh it's clear. Just one more verse. So look across the fields as a new life starts to breathe, and the world again awakens a new dawn. And time it will move on, and so it won't be long when again the seasons start once more. And it's only for a season, you see, and all things have a reason to be, and we must understand that it's all part of a plan. Oh, my dear, it's clear.
Okay.
I've got to try and tidy it up, but that's basically the gist of it.
Oh, my dear, da, 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 da. Oh, no. I'm making something up there, Jakes, which may or may not be the secret ingredient.
No, I think it doesn't. It's just the gist. I like the lyrics.
Isn't that good? It got a lovely little. It speaks about the seasons and all things have a reason to be, and lovely, profound little truthlets in there. A truthlet. Hey, that's a good word, isn't it? A truthlet.
Yeah.
Like a little.
And that's from a real thing. A real situation.
Is it?
It is. Yeah. I don't know if
Do you want to?
Should I
Expand on that, or
I will actually. It's there's a lady at the church, and sadly a few years ago, she lost her husband in a push bike accident. He was killed on his bike.
Oh, I heard about that. Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
and so
Yeah.
I was one day. I was just literally. I was thinking about how she gets through this, and then I felt because I sometimes pray. And I felt that God was saying, these are seasonal things. She will go through pain and anguish, but she will come out the other side.
Right.
And I literally got up at 2:00 in the morning and wrote those words down.
So you wrote that for her, really?
And it was inspired by that situation.
You haven't played it to that.
But I wrote the words, and I hadn't really got a melody. It was like poetry, really.
Oh, right, yeah.
And then, the next
that's
morning...
That's why they're so coherent.
But I do like the words because they're relevant. I don't think she's ever heard the song, sadly. And when it's finished, I'd like to play it to her, because I think she'd appreciate.
Well, that's nearly finished, I think, but it probably just needs a little bit at the end of the chorus there. Only for a season, you see, all things have a reason to be. We must understand life is in our hand, and we love, la 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 la. Oh, and
yeah, It does need something at the end of that.
I'm just guessing. Like that's a bit of a organisation in there. But anyway, guys, let's see what the people say about it. Lovely gift for a grieving wife. Yes, I agree. Hey, Nate. Okay. I'm just reading the stuff we got here. Maybe Dave can put out an album of songs of his stuff and his musician friends. Okay. All right. Well, we're getting quite a few bits and pieces on the chat here, and Mandy's give me a little note here. Stuff I've got to say.
Bread, cheese, milk. It's something.
Oh, not that one. No. This is. I've got to mention that Chaz Mann, Friday the 7th of March. That's next Friday, isn't it? Not tomorrow, but
yeah,
next Friday.
28th.
And guess who's on there? It's my organisation. You ever heard of them? No. Oh.
Chaz Mann is the.
Chaz Mann
Is a venue.
Sorry, I did not make that clear.
No, I thought it was.
I'll start again. Next Friday,
At
Friday the 7th of March, at Chaz Mann's in Kings Norton, Birmingham, my organisation are playing. They're going to be strumming their guitars and jumping up and down, and Mark will be there with his heart attack machine and
defibrillator.
the defibrillator.
Yes.
Yeah, and all the equipment.
Just in case. That's what you're going to with now.
Yeah. And we're going to kick off at about 8 o'clock. Although it's pretty fluid because it's open all night. There's no charge to get in, but there are. Would you believe it is ticketed? So, but there's plenty of space. So
there's a charge to get out.
Yeah, that's right.
That's the thing. You're free to get in.
That's right.
Cost you to get out.
I was hoping you wouldn't mention that, James. But yes, it is £500 to get out. But it's a small thing to pay for such a relief. But yes, that's right. And also, I've got to mention this on Friday, the 18th of April, which is a little bit further on down the line. We're at Elford Village Hall. Elford is a little village just by Tamworth there, up in I was going to say Shropshire, but I don't think it is. But anyway, it's up by Tamworth. Elford Village Hall, Friday the 18th of April, and we'll be kicking off at 7:30 up there. So there'll be stuff about that on my website, davescottmorgan.com. Please look it up. And okay, all right. Well, look, how are we doing? Well, I want to try and see if I can play a song, just because it's can I, can't he? I don't know if I can actually play this song, so I'm going to try and play. This is a very old song, which came. This is a really organic song because this was just a diary, like a diary entrance for a week. There was a week when all these things happened. Everything that's in this song has got some truth to it. Maybe I'll explain them, but let me see if I can get through the song first. Okay, so it goes like this. Corky wrote today. She said, "Hi, what's the way? Where you been?" Kathy went away. She said, "Bye, I'm afraid he must win." And everybody's got a brand new hole to get inside and rock. Everybody gets a little bit older, a little bit shot. This little bit of music never seems to stop. Willie had a smoke and his ma had a stroke in the chair. Patty had a boy and a girl and a toy for the pair. And everybody's got a brand new hole to get inside and rock. Everybody gets a little bit older, a little bit shot. This little bit of music never seems to stop. Life goes on, but where to and where from, no one knows. Love and hate as the pendulum of fate comes and goes. to the moon in a silver balloon painted blue. Barbara took a fix and she sent me the bits that came through. And everybody's got a brand new hole to get inside a rider. Everybody gets a little bit older, a little bit shot, a little bit of music never seems to stop. Nadia was sad. She said, oh, life's a drag, what's it for? You live and then you die. You go down, you go high. What a bore. And everybody's got a brand new hole to get inside a robber. Everybody gets a little bit older, a little bit shot. This little bit of music never seems to stop. Woo!
Great tune.
Stretch up.
Great tune. Right, stand back. Everybody.
Yeah, that's a song called 1 Month in Tuesday, and that's a very old song, which and it's been quite to play. It's an old style that I haven't played for a long while, so I have a bit of trouble playing that. But there we go. And let me tell you what all the people. It starts off saying Corky.
Yes.
Somebody named Corky wrote, and Corky's a friend in America, and it's a real person. In fact, we went to see her last year. Mandy and I went over there to see her. And then it says Kathy went away and she said, bye, I'm afraid he was, and that's a real person. And she was my girlfriend, and she did phone up and she said, I'm going with this other guy. And that actually happened all in 1 week. And then it says Willie had a smoke, and Willie was I better not say who he was, but he did. He had a smoke of dope, you know, and a similar time his ma had a stroke. So I put Willie had a smoke and his ma had a stroke, and that I kind of fell into it. And then Patty had a boy, and Patty was actually Steve Gibbons' girlfriend, and she had a boy, yeah. And that week, a man went to the moon. That means just what it says. Barbara took a fix, and you probably thought I meant dope, but I didn't. Barbara was our photographer with the Uglies, and she'd taken all these lovely pictures of us at this university, or this college. Sorry, college she worked at, and we'd had all these pictures done, and she took she developed them. She took a fix. That means she developed them, and she sent me the bits that came through, because some of them. Some of the photographs came through, and those photographs are today some of the best pictures the Uglies have ever had done.
I've got one. Funny enough, on that, you know when you ring me, your photograph is an image of the Uglies that I took off the internet, a black and white picture. I think you might be stood near a van or something.
Oh yes, I know the one. I'm
think
smoking,
so.
I think, aren't I?
And I can't remember. There was these. I can't. In fact, was Steve Gibbons in that lineup? Or
No, not in the.
who's in that lineup?
That's Danny King.
Who's in that? Anyway, it's
Danny
your
King's
photograph.
my face,
Because
yeah.
I just thought, because I like to assign photographs to people's names.
Yeah.
And yours, I thought I just might use Dave. And I looked on the internet and I found a photograph of the Uglies.
That's not the Uglies though. If I was by the side of a van, unless it's another one.
I'm sure it is. Shall I have a look for it now?
Yeah, go on. Yeah,
Let me have a look at it now.
yeah. We've got time, haven't we, lads?
Yeah,
We can
we
can sort this out.
Let me.
I just realised there's this great big dividing line between us here. Look, just see that line going down the screen there. I'm just looking at it, and it looks like.
Get my phone and I will see what that image is.
Mark's just going. Oops, Daisy. It's just tripped over all the wires we got around this place. This studio is really lo-fi. Let me. So anyway, all of them people in that song were all real people. I tell a lie. Nadia wasn't. I don't remember where Nadia come from. Nadia was sad. She said, "Oh, life's a drag. What's it for?" That was probably me actually thinking, what's all this about? And I was probably just being.
Oh. My apologies, Dave. It's not a van. It's that image.
Oh, that's Barbara's photograph. Yeah, here we go. Those pictures there. Well, let's put you on the camera there. those pictures there.
I thought it was with.
That's what Barbara took those pictures. Yeah, and so
Yeah.
that's right. And that's what. So that's what that song means. Barbara took a fix and sent me the bits that came. So that's one example of writing a song just with a few little rhyming couplets, and really it's just all the events that happened to you. I mean that was quite an interesting week, I guess. But there we go. And the song's called 1 Month in Tuesday. So
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, that's a cracking tune I've not heard before, Dave. I like it. Might
Well,
be a lot of songs I haven't heard before. There's hundreds.
I think the reason why I wanted to do it is because I don't suppose many people have heard that one. That's sort of really. So it's really nice to lay something different on you guys that you haven't heard before. Okay, well look, I think we've overstayed our welcome tonight, and we. And Mark, what have you got to
do
to say?
I've got to say I don't want to go to work tomorrow. That's what I've got to say.
Mark,
I've got to.
Mark doesn't want to go to work tomorrow, lads.
But that's life.
So send in your donations to keep Mark in the manner to which he's accustomed.
Yeah. No, it was good, Dave. I enjoyed it. And I think the like when I played that tune and how you say I'd like to see how we construct and maybe on this work for 5 minutes on constructing something, or so people get an idea how you build songs, or how you
I mean, as you know, it's a very tiresome repetitive process. You go over one little bit time and time again to make a one bit come right. And
funny enough, I watched a video of I like rock music, like The Who and Van Halen, and I watched this video about how Van Halen wrote this song. I think it was called "Running with the Devil," oddly enough, and they laid down the basic track, and how he did the solo was by bits, and he went back and he played all these little bits on all these different tracks, and they edited it into a solo that worked on the song, something like this. And then he went back and learned the solo that he made pieces of, because there was all these different bits, and they chopped it out to make. So that's how, as you said, it's a time.
Well,
it isn't always organic.
That's just using that's.
But you had to go back and learn what he'd recorded.
You wouldn't be able to do that unless you've got the equipment to do it, and you'd need somebody to edit that lot up and to put that together. I mean, I do that myself, but that is time-consuming process, and I wouldn't recommend that to anybody unless they've got unless they need to do it that way. But
sometimes, it still came out as a great tune. It still came out as a very good song.
Good night, everybody. We've done our best. Best, did that work? We've done our best. Now it's time to do the rest, which includes a cup of tea and a drink of wine. And good night, everybody. We're going. We'll catch you again another time.